Hi. Good evening, guys. Oh, not feeling that. Looks like I've shaved half my head. I haven't. Okay. Day 5. It's the final day. Who's around? I really hope you guys... Hi, Heidi. I really hope you guys have found this useful. We've had some lovely feedback and I'm really grateful for that. Hi Ellie. It's so lovely to know that it's been useful because like I've said, like every single day, sorry, I've realised my hair's a bit of a mess, that me and Heidi we're by no means pros. We are just eager to learn ourselves. We're completely self-taught and we've both watched videos, we've done trainings. I am in the Instagram group, aren't I? I think I am. We've done trainings and we've tried our hardest to hone our own skills on Instagram. So they're very basic. There's a lot I've been through doing this course that I've been researching a lot more to help sort of put my videos together. And there's so much more that I had no idea about, which has got me really excited. I've got my Harry Potter jumper on. So much more that I'm excited about implementing into my business. So, and the possibilities. I think it's just really through the research I've been doing on Instagram while we've been doing the training, it's really highlighted to me how huge the potential is of what you can achieve through Instagram. I mean, we all know people are becoming famous on Instagram. For example, Mrs. Hinch, she's just the perfect example. Everyone knows who she is. Literally has become famous by using Instagram. So the potential is just ginormous, absolutely ginormous. So, okay, today is all about content. And when I say content, I mean what you post, what you actually put on your posts and in your stories. Valuable content, I really said that how it's spelled then, didn't I? Valuable content is really important. It's make or break for a lot of posts. It can sort of make someone decide whether they continue to follow you, whether they are going to follow you. Making your content have value is so important that you invest time. Remember, it's a free platform, okay? It's the investment of Instagram is time, not money. It's time and skills, creativity, all those things. Sorry, I've got a bit of skin on my lip and it's driving me nuts. Creativity, all those things. That's what you invest into Instagram. It's not a financial investment. It's something that you do by working hard on it and making a lot of effort with it. So, as I said, today is about content. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about, because obviously now we've finished the course and we're hoping that you guys are going to go off and use your Instagrams a lot more consistently and feel a little bit more confident, and that you're going to grow your own skills on there and hopefully bring lots of new people into your business by using Instagram. If you think, I know I've gone through this, it's a little bit repetitive and I do apologise, but if you think about when someone clicks on your grid, okay, so if you manage to get your account to appear in somebody else's newsfeed, or if you are interacting with somebody and they click on your account, okay, you think that what they see right there, your name, profile picture, bio, and those first few images on your grid, that's your shop window. Think of that as your shop window. Think of somebody walking past a shop and looking at the shop and thinking, if it was just all dark, dismal, boring, they would walk past and probably wouldn't think twice. If it looked exciting and happy, they would want to walk in the shop and take a look. So just have a look, keep constantly looking at your grid. When you click on it, what does it look like? Does it look good? Does it look exciting? Hi guys. Does it look, I've only just started, Nini, don't worry. When they click on your grid, what do you think when you look at it? Just take and don't get stressed about it. Don't think, oh, it looks awful, I don't know what to do. Think, okay, what can I do? What can I do to make that a little bit better? I'm going to set 30 minutes aside to make my bio a little bit more captivating, to get a better profile picture, and change those first few images that people see. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time doing that. So, okay, so yeah, that's what I want to say. When people clicks on it, you're trying to grab their attention. You're trying to make them want to follow you and make them interested in what it is that you're doing. Your grid is telling a visual story. It's all about images. I can't stress that enough. Instagram is all about images. Your pictures, that's it. Yeah, trying to entice them in like you are with a shop window. Your grid is like a visual story. They may scroll down it and have a look at what's going on, and if that's just all flyers or very bad quality images, the likelihood is they're not going to follow you. Okay, so you've got to work on that content. Good quality content. So it's all about the pictures and the hashtags. Hashtags are super important, and it can be really difficult if you're constantly trying to think of content, because you can't schedule with Instagram. There's no way of scheduling like on your Facebook group, so you have to post and go. Basically, you have to post right there and get it out there straight away when you post it. So a couple of tips is having like maybe a photo album. If you have a day taking some nice images of your products. My phone's gonna die. Sorry, I thought I'd put it on charge, but I haven't for some strange reason. Having some weird men follow you. It's the place to be for a sugar daddy. Instagram. You get so many offers on there. It's untrue. I thought I wasn't getting any, and I was wondering what was wrong with me, and then I realised there's like a spam folder, and they're all in there. I was like, oh! I thought there was something wrong with me, that I wasn't getting any of these strange men contacting me with all these offers. But yeah, I found them in the spam folder, so it's all good. Okay, so sorry, where was I? Yeah, so having maybe you've got take a load of photos, pop them in a album on your phone, or you set your own little group up on Facebook. Like I have my own group with loads of photos, and it's something Heidi told me. Set your own group up on Facebook and just have you in it, make it a secret group, and you can stick loads of pictures in there, posts, share videos, whatever it is you want to do in there. So what else did I have as an idea? Oh, a social media calendar. So literally go on Google and just print maybe even draw one yourself. You don't even have to print one off. You can just list the days of the month, and then right next to them ideas of what you're going to post on that day to just keep content flowing. I think you can get have you ever heard of a writer's block? It happens so much when you are working a social media business, where you can suddenly lose ideas of what to post and what content to post, and you miss the obvious ideas, just pick up a catalogue and look through what have you not shown for a while, or you can miss the obvious. So it's a really good idea to sort of make loads of ideas. So if you ever are having a writer's block, you've got somewhere to refer to get some better ideas. Follow other accounts that inspire you, that will give you ideas on what to post. So I follow other accounts that I really like their branding, that they have great content. I follow a few other, I try not to follow too many consultants, but I do follow some consultants which give me ideas as well. And then there's always YouTube and Pinterest. I was just going to say that, Heidi. Yes, that's a fab idea. They've got all sorts. So just type in on YouTube Instagram content, or type in on Pinterest Instagram content. So it's really important, when you're feeling good and excited and passionate and inspired, to try and put some stuff together then, rather than waiting for when you're life's crazy and you just haven't got the time to sit and think about it and stuff. Right, Nina, you just asked this. One thing that is mega important is your consistency. So don't start something that you can't maintain. So it doesn't matter if you can post 3 times a day. then that's fine, as long as you can keep that going. It's really important that whatever you start stays consistent. So if you can commit to 1 post a day, then that's fine. Don't then post like 10 posts one day and then nothing for a couple of weeks. You actually lose followers by having inconsistency with that. So if you can commit to 1 post a day, 2 posts a day, 1 post every other day, whatever it is, then you just need to find something that works for you and that you can commit to find your sort of balance with that. The best times to post on Instagram, strangely, because I find the evening's best for Facebook, but strangely Instagram, it's like sort of between 9 and 5 is the highest engagement rates through like the Instagram, all the data they've provided says that between like 9 and 5 is the best time, like peak times are like 11 p.m. So that must just be when people are like, I don't know, on the break at work or just taking time to have a look at their phones, and that's when they're posting. Yeah, I don't post I wouldn't say more than twice a day, personally. Because sometimes if, say, someone hasn't been on Instagram all day and then they suddenly go on, it can like bunch your posts together. So I wouldn't say more than twice a day, but again, it's totally up to you. You find something that works for you. 3 times a week. Yes, that's fab. So, okay, now you guys have been using it and you've hopefully been scrolling down the Instagram homepage and you have seen some different people who appeal to you. Like they've done content that appeals to you. So you've got kind of an idea of what you like. You're trying to appeal. Obviously, you've got a target audience in mind. You're thinking about who is going to stop and look at your posts. It's always ideal, like I've spoken about it so many times, but it's always ideal to have a target audience in mind. Usually I think about what I like and what makes me stop and look, and I try and kind of appeal to those sort of like same sort of ideas of things that I like myself. Bright, clear images. Avoid using a flash if you can. Flash make like they really light the picture, but it makes everything else quite dark, and it can be quite tricky to see if you're taking photos with your camera. So use either good quality lighting or just get a really cheap like a light ring. And you could, like, if you haven't got anywhere in your house to take photos that's got good lighting, just get a light ring and just you can get some really cheap ones from Home Bargains. I'm sure Amazon do them. You don't need them to be amazing quality, just to use it as a light, to put a decent lighting on an image that you can take photos of. You can literally, like the one I've got, like the ring light, you can like lean it forward. So I could put like, I don't know, say that was my table, put a wax bar on there and then lean the light ring over it and then take the photo over the top. So you could just get a cheap light ring, because if big light, I sound really British saying that, but you know, if you've got the big light on, it creates quite a lot of shadows and it can make it a little bit of a funny tinge to it. So natural light, or try and get yourself like just a cheap but decent light, like ring light type thing. You've stolen followed so many hashtags and I'm buzzing that was started building relationships. So exciting. I'm so chuffed. Okay, so good quality images, and again, like as me and Heidi have said over and over again, try using, yes, $8.99 in B&M. I knew there was one. Try using your own images for your grid. Try avoid using, I do use some other people's images if they're really good quality, but I don't try. The majority of my images are my own on my Instagram grid, because I don't want my account to look like anyone else's. I want to stand out. I want people to look at my account and like sort of realise who I am a little bit. But as time goes on, obviously, if you just started using Instagram, which I know loads of you have, which is really exciting, you kind of find your style, you find your signature, you find your voice with it. I think that's the same with social media. It takes a little bit of time, but you have to just keep working it until you're feeling that sort of vibe that you want to get across. It takes a little bit of trial, a bit of an error, a bit of watching what other people are doing and taking a bit of this and a bit of that and sort of mixing it together to what you want it to be. So once you've found your style, you could even, like with your photos, you could really try and make a signature. By a signature, I mean, like when people look at an image, they don't even need to read who's posted it. They know it's you, because perhaps you have your own backdrop. Perhaps you've got a great big piece of pink sparkly card that you put in the background. Perhaps you've got I've got a letterboard. Perhaps you put a letterboard in. Perhaps it's a certain filter that you use on all your images. Perhaps you do all your pictures in black and white. Whatever it is that works for you, try and find something that kind of makes you feel like, you know, where people can actually see. Maybe you put like a frame around all your pictures. Maybe there's something you do with your photos that nobody else does. It's just something that you do with every single photo that gives your photos a signature, so they don't even need to read the name. I was reading some like different tips on Instagram, and I loved this. It said about showing your products in a new light. So by that, it means like get creative with the products, show them in a way nobody else has. I couldn't particularly think of any examples, but I know, like, I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue when I was reading it. I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. So maybe it's you put it in, like you use products slightly different to someone else, or it's got you in the photo, your kids in the photo, your pets in the photo, whatever it is, you're showing the products in a brand new light that's going to catch someone's attention and make them engage with you that nobody else has ever done. Maybe it's the diffuser, whatever it is. I really like that, and I thought I really need to sit and think and expand on how I can work with that. But it's just about being creative in a new way, in a social media way. So again, a little bit of research I did. Home decor on Instagram sales, there's Instagram give quite a lot of information about, like, quite a lot of data about the engagement and the sales and all that kind of thing. Home decor is the third best selling line on Instagram. First is clothes, second is jewellery. We are way head and shoulders above skincare, makeup, nutrition, anything like that. We're head and shoulders above. We are third. So we have got something that people want. We've got products that people want. Home decor, obviously wax melts are a huge thing as well. So getting those product photos in there as well, but ones that you've taken yourself, and or ones that you know, people have shown, but maybe you've tweaked with a little bit of a filter, whatever it is, to fit in with your grid. So home decor is absolutely huge. We have literally got it made. We just have to get out there and work it, because it is there. Those people are waiting and there for you. Remember, right, your text is super, super, super important. You cannot put a link on an Instagram post. You can put one, but nobody can click on it. Whereas on Facebook, you can put a link and it'll make it blue. So it's like, actually, it's a linkable, it's a clickable link. I was going to say a linkable click, and I was thinking that really doesn't sound right. But on Instagram, people have to go to your bio, and you can click the link on their bio. So your text, you could put link in bio. That's what I've done. I've just followed what other people have done, and it seems to work. Like, I find myself going to their pages and clicking their link, so I know it does work. If it makes me do that, then it's going to make other people do that. But the most liked photo, this really, really amused me. The most liked photo on Instagram ever was taken in January 2019. Okay, any guesses as to what it was? I'm going to tell you now, you'll never guess it. I absolutely love it, but I thought this just actually really, really, really makes it so simple, and just tells you so much about Instagram and the world we live in. The most liked photo on Instagram history is a picture of an egg being cracked, okay? And then the caption, so I don't get it right, is "Take that, little egg." How cool is that? An egg being cracked and a caption, "Take that, little egg." I was just like, that is genius. Absolute genius. Like, how funny is that? So you don't need to put oodles and oodles and oodles of text with your photos. Just a tiny little caption. I don't know, like, "When your house smells this good." and a picture of you like absolutely with a really nice like happy face, smelling in the wax or smelling a bar, or you know, just a little tiny caption. I know, can you believe that, Amy? I was like, that is, I feel like every time I crack an egg from now on, not that I crack many because I don't cook, I'm gonna say take that little egg. It really amused me. I might even try it with a post for warmer, just see what happens. So that is literally all you need to do, but then it's all about the hashtag. So you can put your tiny little caption, and then I see a lot of other Instagrammers, I've not quite got to this yet, where they do like dots to leave like a big gap, and then underneath saying with a load of images. A load of hashtags underneath. So then you can add your hashtags in. So it doesn't look like a big bundle of text, it's just a tiny little caption. So yeah, like I said, it can be something really simple, or you can ask a question. I try to ask questions, or I do a little bit, you could have, I don't know, a picture of a warmer and a cup of coffee and say like, perfect morning, Scentsy and coffee, or Scentsy and caffeine, whatever else you want to do. You can ask questions. So today is Mother's Day. How are you spending Mother's Day? Or today is day such and such of lockdown. How are you finding lockdown? Something like that. You can ask questions and try and get people engaging with you. I've not had a massive uptake when I tried asking questions, but I think it needs to... you need to keep going and keep going. Just don't worry if no one's engaging back with you. Like I have shot so many in Instagram and missed literally 99% of them. It's just something I'm working on and working on and working on. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the influencers actually do put the hashtags in the comments. I've seen a lot of that. I've never done it. I'm too scared that I would miss an opportunity, but I have seen a lot of people do it. Okay, so whatever you do on your text, don't sound salesy. Like, avoid the isn't this beautiful, like, you know, those salesy things. Just a little caption or a question or something that's gonna be like, have a look what like the big companies do, you know, like the companies, like the big skincare companies, like the clothing companies like Boohoo, Pretty Little Things, stuff like that. Have a look what they put in their text, just to get some ideas on what the best thing to write is and what you think you could make work. It's a totally different platform to Facebook. So what we write on Facebook, it's just not relevant on Instagram. It doesn't work on Instagram. Right, and then a little bit about content on stories. So this is where you can be super, super, super creative. Again, I'm going to refer to Mrs. Hint. She was a home account, okay? Her account was created to show pictures of her home. She'd bought her house. She was sharing photos of it. She got famous from her stories, from her cleaning hacks in her stories. That was how she got famous. That is how she's had such huge success, using her stories and cleaning. If you'd looked at her home account, you would have had no idea there was all this going on in her stories, okay? Totally different sides to what you see on her account. So I was thinking about different things like that you could be into that would be relevant for your stories. So cooking, maybe you're an exceptional cook and you're going to give some tutorials on what you're making, some meal inspiration, stuff like that on your stories. Maybe if you're anything like me, you're an actual diabolical cook and you could do some like cooking disasters. It could become really, really, really amusing and people absolutely love the real side of watching people, like the real. A trier's perfect. That's exactly. I'm not even a trier anymore since Lee got made redundant. I literally refuse. I tried to do something since he got made redundant and I just like threw loads of stuff in an oven tray, shoved it in the oven, pulled it out half an hour later and called it sausage surprise, and the kids were not impressed. But yeah, so this is where you can get really creative and people can get to see the behind the scenes of what's going on and stuff like that in your house and in your life. Maybe you are really into makeup. Maybe you're trying to get good at makeup, so you're going to show some different like tutorials of you trying to get good at makeup or skincare or hair or maybe you've got a really naughty child or a really naughty pet, something like that, things like that are, no, you're not alone, Amy, things like that people will find amusing. You know, people love funny little videos. So I've just shown, like I do like tours of my office, they always get a lot of engagement. I just showed Lily, she'd made her own happy jar. I've had so many comments, messages from her making her own happy jar. So if your kids do something sweet, just do a little video of them and put it into your stories and show, like, ask some questions and just let people see what's going on. Oh my gosh, he's hoovering when I'm doing this live. Okay. Could kill him. I think he was trying to do it quietly, but it won't quite. Okay, so all those different things. Obviously, if you are into cleaning, then cleaning. People love that sort of thing. And then, of course, you want people to see what products, what the Scentsy products are as well. So maybe, like, I did a mini warmer. I had, when my etched core rose gold and silver came on, I put my phone on there and I did some stories with them. I saw 4 from my stories, 4 from doing my etched core stories. It was, I've still got people like contact me saying, oh, I've seen these on your stories the other day. And so if you've got any new products, I did some videos of like best-selling products where I did like, this is our scent of the month, and just did a little review. I did one of coconut lemongrass, I did one of Luna, and all fabric spray, using the fabric spray in your bed, or your cushions, or anything like that, like little, just you using the products, or a little bit of information about the products. I know, like, if you're putting your voice in there, some people are really not comfortable with it, but I promise you, everyone hates the sound of their own voice. Everybody, absolutely everybody. Just don't listen to it back. Yes, you can pre-record stories, pre-record videos. I believe they can't be any longer than 15 seconds. Heidi, do you know if they can? I have a feeling they can. I feel in Facebook breaks them up, but I have a feeling Instagram only someone's replying to my story now and she's really putting me off. I have a feeling Instagram will only give you the 15 seconds. If it's a pre-recorded video, so if it's like 26 seconds, then it'll shorten it for you. You have to have a play with that. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And then just to go over like the top I'll look through what the highest engaged posts are on Facebook, on Instagram, what people engage with the most. The most ones are, okay, food, pets, people's faces, so like a human face. Behind the scenes photos are huge. People love them, absolutely huge. They're right up there. Home decor, gardens, and if you have any like images of, like, remember when Mrs. Hinch used, she's literally the only one I can think of right now, I'm so sorry, I know there's millions and millions and millions of influencers out there, but she used the barley, she had the barley warmer next to a Christmas tree, so a picture of an influencer using your products, or perhaps you reshare some really good content from someone else. They are the highest engaged posts. Behind the scenes would be great, so perhaps like you could put a photo, a really nice photo. The thing with filters and stuff now is you can take a photo, or you may have a photo already, and it can be pretty like not great, but you can make it look great with images and edit it with filters and editing tools. So what you could do is, like, say you've had an order, take a photo of when your order arrives in the boxes, unpack it, take a photo of it like all unpacked, and bag it up, and then take a photo of them all bagged up looking super pretty, and then take a really nice photo. And then I would put, remember, the first photo you post, I find it a little bit inconsistent, but generally the first photo you post is the one that's going to appear in the news feed. So the first photo, you want like a good one. So that would be like the images all, maybe, I know Lisa Arwood, she did one of herself. She'd got all her Scentsy boxes and she was stood with them, like she was stood like leaning on them, and then she put her filter on that she uses, and that got a lot of engagement. So maybe you get a photo of you or your kids stuck next to your, next to your, like maybe you stacked all your boxes up and one of your children stood next to it, like can't believe that it's so much sense, it's taller than them kind of thing. And then you could do like a swipe to see the progress of this order, and then they could swipe and see you like getting it all ready, a little behind the scenes, maybe you testing the products, and then finally with it all bagged up ready. Or you could do it in reverse, put the first photo as it all bagged up looking super duper pretty, and then they could swipe across and see it right back to the beginning. People love a before and after, absolutely love before and after. I love looking at Instagram when they put images on and they say swipe to see the before, and it's usually home renos because I follow a lot of home accounts. I'm a little bit obsessed. Or makeup, I like to see like, so when someone's got gorgeous makeup, I like to see like, oh my gosh, look how different they look when they didn't have it on. That's my kind of the kind of things that I look at. So many different things to think about, so much different content. And yeah, tap to tidy in your stories. So I've done that as well, where like Lily she's, bless her heart, she's far more into toys than electronics, which I'm so grateful for, but oh my god, does she make a mess. So her bedroom will have like, literally look like someone's just thrown a whole box of Lego everywhere. So I'll take a photo of it and then I'll tidy it up, clean it up, and take another photo of it, and then you can literally press on the image, so you can post the image in your stories and then put a tap to tidy little gif on it, and then they'll tap it, and the next photo, because I don't think we actually went through that, but on stories, if you're looking at stories, if you tap the right hand side, it goes you to the next one. If you tap the left hand side, it takes you backwards. You have no idea how long it took me to suss that out. I honestly just thought it was like luck of the draw, like which way you went. I did not realise that it was like right to go forwards, left to go back. It took me so long. But yeah, if you tap on, so say that's your picture, there's your picture. The right, that's probably going to be in reverse way for you. But the right side, you can, I know, honestly, what is wrong with me? The right side you tap and you'll go forwards, and the left side back. You always share Teamy promotions, your own achievements and customer reviews, 2 of them on Facebook. So that's another, I was actually looking at that on I was looking at another account of what they put on, and they have loads of customer reviews. So if you can get your customers, if you can start talking to your customers and asking them to share their images, share their products and their orders on Facebook or Instagram, tag you, that's a great way of like you say, you're walking the walk, not just talking the talk. It gives you that just, what's that word? It gives you where people trust you because they see that people are buying from you, but there's another word and I cannot think of it. But yeah, so it really builds up that when someone's looking and they're seeing all these people receiving orders. Because I was thinking the other day, about last night, I saw because I don't watch telly very often, but I went in and Lily was watching telly, and there was an advert for the Peloton on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realise they're advertising on TV. Like, everybody knows what the Peloton is, but that's 3 people talking about it. The bump, that'll do. That's 3 people talking about it. It's becoming, like, people, word of mouth, like, whether you like it or not, you're an influencer on social media, and what you say matters. So that's how, like, I know about the Peloton. That's how the majority of other people know about the Peloton, not through TV advertising. Not that long ago, like, it probably was actually longer than I realised, because your life just goes like that once you hit 17, doesn't it? But you didn't know about anything unless you heard it on the saw it on the TV. Whereas now it's all about other people and what other people are doing and showing and putting in the stories. That's how you hear of everything. I hear so many people, I find so many new accounts and new websites and stuff by looking on Instagram, and when you can tag a page. So if your customers have a Instagram account, ask them to put a photo on Instagram. Just ask them, particularly if you're friends with them, say, look, I'm really trying to build my Instagram up. Will you do me a massive favour and put a photo on your Instagram and tag you? Where I go to get my hair done, she's amazing at sharing me and tagging me. Because I keep her topped up with wax, and I've got a warmer in a salon, and she is absolutely amazing at sharing the products and tagging me. And I've got a constant trickle of new followers from her doing that. it really does work because people are being recommended, and that is the best way of finding people on Instagram and then finding people that you're going to purchase from through recommendations. So ask people. I feel like it's finding those customers. Like, not a massive amount of my customer base uses Instagram. I'm building up on that. And that's where I've kind of gone in through the like other local businesses, because I found that the local businesses are much more like, they're much more active on Instagram. They've got a much bigger following. So that's working much better for me. Okay, cool. I think that's it. That's the end of our Instagram course. And I really, really, really do hope you guys have enjoyed it. And thank you so much for all the engagement and the feedback. It's been amazing. And thank you, Heidi, for being a rock star as always. So yeah, let's do this, guys. Let's smash it. It's the place to be, apparently. So let's go. All right. Thank you so much. Lots of love. Oh, and I have literally got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nails left. They're pinging off. All right, guys. Lots of love. Bye.